we're going to do one last game. We're going to get as far through as possible for the next few minutes. I'm essentially name association, but reversed. I'm going to give you a name. Tell us what you think about them. I'm sure they're going to be, for the most part, cool, or they might even have a funny story attached to them. So the first name is Kid Kash, and why was he always borrowing your tights?
Actually, I think he bought them and just changed the little logos on the sides to yin yang symbols and stuff. But no, I always loved wrestling Kid Cash. He would get so much heat and it'd be so easy. He was. I always said if I was a heel, when I would turned heel, I hoped I could do it as good as him because it didn't matter. He got so much heat. He was one of the best at getting heat. And I'll never forget at the fairgrounds in Nashville. Uh, he's beginning of the match. He's out there on the floor, just getting them all riled up. And finally I'm going, all right, we got to get this match started. So I jump out and go to the floor. Well, I was getting showered with cups of Cokes and stuff. It was just crazy how much debris was flying. And I grabbed him and threw him in the ring and we got underway. But yeah, it was always fun working with him.
Sounds like almost white heat at that point,
Oh, yeah.
where they were ready to kill you before the match even started.
Yes. Yeah.
Speaking of Nashville and the fairgrounds, Jamie Dundee.
Oh, I love Jamie. Oh, never a dull moment with Jamie. Oh my God. Yeah. I'll never forget an ECW. We're in, I think it was O'Hare at the airport, and we're waiting for, I think we were waiting for Jamie, because we all had a car or whatever. And you could hear him all the way across the airport coming down the escalator, yelling, "Hey!" Jamie's hilarious. And oh my God, here's a funny story. Of course, my wife knows Jamie. So years ago, I loved Guitar Hero. Loved playing Guitar Hero. I had it, I was playing. Anyway, I can't remember. It was still hooked up on the TV in the living room and stuff. And I got out of the shower and I saw it and I was all dried off, but I was naked. And I went over and started playing Guitar Hero naked in the living room. And I didn't know. My wife took a picture of me from behind playing Guitar Hero. And I had a show coming up at the Stadium Inn in Nashville and Jamie was on it. So I'm sitting in the locker room getting dressed and Jamie comes in. And the first thing he yells out through the whole locker room is, "Hey, who here likes to play Guitar Hero naked?" And I just put my head down in shame and raised my hand. It was like my wife had sent him the picture. I'm like, I couldn't believe it. Oh my God.
You didn't print it out or anything, though, for you?
No.
At least there was that.
Yeah.
Tyler Black, for people who don't know, Seth Rollins.
Oh, incredible. I first wrestled him in AAW in Chicago. And I wrestled him in Davenport. I think they ran an indie in an old closed down Walgreens drugstore. So, and then quite a few times in Ring of Honor. But I always enjoyed wrestling Tyler. He's another one of them talented guys who can do anything. And I knew he was headed for big things.
The next one, this is a question I didn't actually get to. Lance Storm is the name, but someone also wrote in asking about that. Was it the no bump match or you?
Oh, yeah, uh, I'm trying to think the first time was an accident because we started having matches when we had really bad houses. We weren't going to go out there and kill ourselves, but we still gave them hot action. And one match, we had a big fish out of water spot. We were trying to do as long as one we could imagine. And at the end of it, we were going to, all three of us get up, even the ref, and be wobbly. And all three of us, including the ref, just fall back and collapse from the exhaustion. Well, the last roll-up got funky and got messed up, so we ended up not taking the bump. And that was going to be the only bump in the match. So we got in the back, and I think, was it the ref said it or something? Somehow we realized we didn't take a bump in that match because that was going to be the only bump, and it never happened. But I remember, I think it was in Pensacola. It was one of them venues where the ring was on a stage. You had a couple rows of chairs around on the ring on the stage, but everyone else was in the auditorium. And it wasn't a good house. So we figured, all right, we're going to do our no bump match. And we did, but the fans couldn't tell. We gave them some good act. We didn't count the head scissors because you could roll out of it and stuff like that. We still gave them some good action, Ranas and stuff. And Gabe Sapolsky was he did the fan cam. And I didn't know Lance did it, but right after the pinfall, he rolled out of the ring, looked right into the handheld, and he goes, "Hell of a match, no bumps." So I get in the back, and me and Lance are talking. Gabe comes running in the back. He goes, "You're right. You guys didn't take a bump." So he didn't even know, because we still just kept the action going.